So hello everyone, let's start the PPT. So hello everyone, I am here to tell the PPT presentation on function in C++. So my name is Prathamesh Hiremat and I am from Vivekananda College, Kolhapur. So let's start. So objectives are: what is function, benefits of function saves memory, functions in time consuming, inline function, and function overloading. So let I explain in detail. So what is function? Function is a block of code, set of instruction for which we give a name for identify it. Generally, function is to perform a single task to return a code. For example, we have to add two numbers and we wrote some coding for factorial. So to perform any task, we write some coding. That code will be wrapped or covered from curly bracket, and for this block we declare a name that is called function. Function has a name and it have a return type, and on this we have to pass some arguments. Function is a way to achieve modularization. Modularization is a concept that tells us that to do complex tasks, we have to do small pieces, or big tasks. We have to do divide of small sub tasks. If it is logically big task, we have to do like that, sub like that, right. It is like that until task is came. So our big problem, a complicated subcode will divide into sub problem or sub task, or every each task we do separate function. So every big task we will divide into small subtasks. That is called modularization. Or to do implementation we call function. Function are of two types: predefined function and user defined function. Predefined function like printf, scanf, getch, and this coding is defined in library function, and declaration is in header files. And benefits: what are the benefits of function? For doing function, after doing function, if we organize the code, then our program will easy to read, and in program it is easy to change or modify while doing function. We will not be able to do some same code. If we do any function, how many times you wanted to perform task, then we just do call function, and we not to repeat the code again and again. And if we wanted to testing, so we easy to debug, and best advantage is to better memory utilization. When program is run, the first main function, then another function will also come to RAM. Like that, any one function will not came if we do not call. If the any one type of function get completed, then whichever memory get also allocated in RAM, afterwards it will be released. So main key point is when function is called, then it will came to RAM. After execution is completed, then it will be released. This is called better memory utilization. So function saves memory. While doing function, the best advantage is to save memory. In one program, which function will call several times, then we get advantage function will come in RAM, get the memory, work is completed, then memory will release. Next, function is a time consuming. While calling during function, it will take lot of time. When a function call another function, then first function means calling function will take some time to preserve the status, and another function will get memory loaded and make execution. After completing the work, then a memory will release and first function will be reloaded, and that work will be resumed. So execution time will be increased. So advantages of making function is saving memory, but its disadvantage is it time consuming. So what is the solution? If function is big, then making the function is good because it saves memory, so it is storing large amount of memory. For comparison the large amount of time, we will start to be negligible. Then if function is small, it is worthless to spend so much extra time in such tasks. In cost of saving comparatively small space, so we start to recognize small function. That small function will not make small function, means those who take small amount of memory. So what is solution? Solution is while we not to do small function, but if we not to do small function, then we will not receive any other benefits. Other benefits like easy to read, easy to modify, easy to debug. Yes, time will be consumed because it is not other type of function. So while doing a call, it will take extra overloaded, so it will not have one, but whatever receiving other benefits we will not get anymore. So problem of this solution, the C++ we give that such type of function who taking small amount of memory, just do only an inline function. So what is inline function? By declaring any type of, we write inline function, inline keyword, so that function is called inline function. So when inline function is called, on that call compiler will replace that call, and afterwards it will expand the code in one line, means before compile it will be seen as other function is in the program, but after compiling it will not remain as other. So we are telling about removing small function, but it is doing, but we are not doing, it is doing compiler. Inline is a request. A big caution that after writing inline it will be in inline or not is not guaranteed. Inline is not a command, inline is a request. Inline, it is possible that after writing it does not function inline, it remains as function. Compiler removes it, sees that where is the call from, and where this code is formed from, and write in that position only is not true. So why this is not happening? Because compiler feels that this function is taking more place in memory, so to form inline is not too correct, but we have to return it in inline. But compiler will check that how much memory will consume few, but generally in function if there is a loop, switch, goto is there, and variable, and if there is recursion on it and static variable is there, then this type of function if we try to do inline, then inline will not be formed. So compiler will warn in this situation like that he has not function inline. The benefit will get to prepare inline when the size of function is small. Then we would not be in profit to prepare when there is a large function. So let's start the example of inline. So first we will write include iostream.h, and we will doing function of name fun. So while doing declaration we wrote inline keyword. Be careful that inline keyword is right in time of declaration only. You are saying that I wrote main function, then we calling fun function, then down of fun function there is a definition, because fun function will not consuming more memory. So simple message is printed, you are in fun. So this is a function definition. So and this is function call, and next this is function declaration, that is inline. So next, function overloading. Function overloading is implemented by the polymorphism. We know that C++ is a object oriented programming. That means that for implementation of object oriented principles, the C++ will give features. In object oriented principles there is interpretation of one thing, and all interpretation, all meaning will be clear in different context. Function overloading in is one of this type of implementation. In C++ language, the implementation of polymorphism is of three types: function overloading, operator overloading, and virtual function. In that function overloading and operator overloading is a type of compile time polymorphism, and virtual function is a runtime polymorphism. Before function overloading, recall the rule of C language, in that it tells that in one program one or more function name is not to kept same in C++ the rule is modified, and in this we are ready to keep one or more function name same, but it has some condition. That condition we will see in the example. So let's start the example. In that we keep one or more function name same. So let's know that. So let's know what is function overloading. So we say that function overloading means one or more function definition with the same name, but which function name will be kept same in which similar job is doing. For example, I do such type of example. In that so much function, only few function will calculate the area. Like one function will calculate the area of circle, then another function calculate the area of rectangle. So function overloading says that these two function name keep same, that is area. These two name is same because the job is similar. If one function calculate the area, then another function calculate the volume, then they should not be keep same because the job is not similar. So when function is overloaded with different job, it is known as function overloading. So let's start the function overloading example. So let's start the example. First, first I will function overloading. So let's start. First I will include header files. That is, first one I include iostream.h. Yeah, this it is used for declaration for cout and cin. And next I will include coordinate.h. This coordinate.h is used for get search and clear screen. Next I will write the two function name of area. First I will write int area of in which I will assign the two arguments, that is int and int semicolon. Next I use float data type in which I will assign only one argument. And next I will start the main body, void main bracket and no semicolon, sorry. Next I will start the main body in which I will first declare variable r and use the clear clr scr for clearing the screen. And next I wanted to print some messages that enter the area of circle. Enter area of circle. And next I will store in variable r of the messages. And next I will call the function in which I do float type, float capital A is equal to area, in which I will assign only one argument, that is r semicolon. Next I will print some messages that area of circle is, and store in variable a. Means by using this circle area is calculated and printed in the output messages. Next I will declare some variables, that is length for L, B for breadth, and store in variable A. I will put the semicolon here, and afterwards and I want to print some messages, that enter the area of rectangle and semicolon here, and I want to store in variable L and B and semicolon here. And next I will wanted to call the function. I want to call function for area, that is so I assign A is equal to area, in which I will assign L and B semicolon, and I want to print some messages, that is enter the enter area of rectangle is semicolon, and store in variable A, and it gets here. So I complete the main body, and next I will do the functions. First of all I do float type, float area into semicolon int, and put variable R, and in bracket return, in which I will assign the formula of area of circle, that is pi r square. Pi r square means 3.14 into R into R, and semicolon here again. Next secondly function, that int area for rectangle, and I wanted to assign arguments, that int capital L and int capital B, L for length and B for breadth, and return in formula of area of rectangle, that is L into B, and semicolon here. So problem is finished. So I will wanted to check any errors are there. Only one error, that is okay, yeah, not put any semicolon here, so I will put the semicolon. So again I will check any errors are there or not. So there is no any error, so I will run this program. Okay, first enter the area of circle, area of circle 5. Oh, it is not in discipline manner. 1 minute. I will put here /n, so show in the so here, and /n here, and lastly here. Control F9 for run the program. So I enter the area of circle, that is 5, and area of circle is 78.5, and area of rectangle I will enter 7 and 6. So answer is 42. So our program is right. So I hope that you understand this program. So I hope you understand this all PPT. So thank you everyone.